Hi, I'm Aaron Johnson. I own a shop that's known around the world for building engines like these and cars like these. I also own Power Building Videos, which is a production company that produces highly detailed DVDs that you might have seen selling in stores around the world. As you can see, I'm an engine and car builder by trade. I'm not a Sunday morning TV host. Chances are I've installed many of the parts that you manufacture, probably many times over. Whether it's engine parts or parts on cars, I've probably got experience with it. So what does this have to do with you? Well, aside from filming our own DVDs, we also film installation DVDs for many companies. This is one we do for Edelbrock. We're doing many of them for Edelbrock. This one right here is installing their carburetors. And what it takes them through, it shows a customer how to remove their old carburetor, shows them how to install the new carburetor properly, shows them how to hook things up, how to adjust it, and even troubleshoot it. The reason we do stuff like this is because customers, one thing, they don't read instructions. We all have the unfortunate experience of getting parts returned to us with really nothing wrong with them. What happens is a customer goes into a store, purchases something like, say, an Edelbrock carburetor. They put it on their car, but it's misinstalled or they don't have it adjusted properly. Of course, they don't read instructions. Guys are visual. They need something to look at. They're not going to read a set of instructions. And most instruction manuals don't have enough pictures to keep guys either entertained or show them enough information that they need. So what happens? They take those. It's like getting a pair of socks at Christmas time. Over the shoulder they go, and they go install it. Now when they have a problem with it, they're either going to call you and tie up your tech line, or worse yet, they're going to say, oh, this thing's terrible. And they're going to take it back to the place they purchased it and say, here, something's wrong with this. Well, the problem is the place they purchased it at, most of the counter people, the salespeople these days, they're also not experienced. What are they going to do? To keep the customer happy, they're going to hand them another one of your products. Now the customer's going to go back, reinstall it. It's got the same problem. Now he's got two carburetors he's not happy with. Now he's going to bring it back and he's going to say, you know what? I'm not going to buy that kind of carburetor anymore. I'm going to go buy this other one. Now you got an unhappy customer that's bad-mouthing your product, who's unhappy with it, and probably won't buy another one of your products of anything else you make, when it all could have been avoided by a simple DVD. He could have popped in his computer or on his TV and gone and looked at it and said, oh, here's what I'm doing wrong. And I show them in a very highly detailed, easy to understand way how to troubleshoot it or how to fix it. And something on a carburetor, something as simple as a piece of dirt, can stop a carburetor from working and cause it to flood out. And the customer might not know that. And what they're going to do is they're going to bring it back, and it's going to cost you extra time and extra money. And we're trying to avoid that. Now, we not only do this for Edelbrock, we do this for many other companies. We're doing it for companies that make superchargers. We're doing it for companies that make clutches, suspensions, pretty much anything you can think of that a customer can install themselves and possibly run into trouble with, we do these DVDs for. Now, another thing these can be great for is training your own sales staff and your own salespeople, and also sending out to the jobbers so they know about what they're selling and they can convey information to the customer that's purchasing your products. So let me tell you about some of the benefits about going with an installation DVD. First thing is, they cost less than most printed paper instructions, so that's a bonus right there. Second thing is, they're much smaller, which means less packaging, which also means less shipping costs. Another point is, DVDs store a lot of information. So what that means is, you can store not only the instructions that I'm showing them how to install and how to troubleshoot or anything that they might run into, you can also put your catalogs on your entire printed catalog in a PDF format or in something that they can download right onto their computer or print out themselves. It saves you money. Another benefit would be you can showcase additional items you have to go along with the install. Let's say we're showing people how to install your clutch assembly. Well, you're also going to want to show them that you make clutch forks, that you make pressure plate bolts and flywheel bolts and throw-out bearings. That's stuff that they'll also see and hear and go, oh, hey, I can buy that also, and you supply it. And we can also show them how to install those parts as well. Now, another benefit that'll save you a ton of money is you can also upload this to your website. Now, what that means is we can take small segments of this, you can upload it to your website, and then customers from the past, present, or even future can go to your website anytime they want and download little segments that they need to see. So if they misplaced their DVD or they purchased something from you in the past and they did not get one, they can go right to your website, they can download it, and they can also see other items that you have on your website. Now, as I said, you really don't need elaborate packaging. Now, I've showed you my own DVD series from Power Building Videos. This is not what we're talking about for sending out to your customers. We're talking about something simple like this, which is just a printed DVD in a simple case. It can even be a cardboard case. It doesn't have to be a fancy packaging like this that costs an arm and a leg. So in a nutshell, installation DVDs are going to be the wave of the future. The next generation, the 35-year-olds and under, probably your main customer base these days, are not reading instructions and they don't read books. In fact, most of them don't even own bookcases in their houses. They got piles of DVDs and CDs that they watch on their computers and on their TVs. You know, one of the many features of an installation DVD like this is that there's menu items. So they don't have to watch the whole thing to see the whole install. They can click on a menu item such as what you just clicked on here, and they can see things like removal, installation, troubleshooting, your catalog, and even installing additional items that might go along with your install. So as you can see, an installation DVD can head off frivolous returns and bogus warranties, which means saving you money. And I'd like to film one for you.